Hello and welcome to our channel where we talk about staying healthy and vibrant. Today we are discussing 10 incredible superfoods that your heart will absolutely thank you for after the age of 60. If you enjoy our content, a quick click on the subscribe button helps us bring you more useful information. Let's get started on our journey to a healthier heart. Our first superfood is one you have likely heard about many times and for very good reason. We are talking about fatty fish, particularly salmon, mackerel, herring, and sardines. These fish are swimming with a special type of fat called omega-3 fatty acids. These are not the fats you need to fear. They are the fats your body, and especially your heart, desperately needs as it gets older. As we age, our bodies can become more prone to inflammation, which is like a slow, smoldering fire inside our arteries. Omega-3s act like a firefighter, helping to cool down this inflammation and protect our blood vessels from damage. This reduction in inflammation can lead to a lower risk of atherosclerosis, which is the hardening and narrowing of the arteries. This is a primary cause of heart attacks and strokes, so keeping our arteries clear and flexible is a top priority. Fatty fish also have a wonderful effect on our cholesterol levels. They are particularly good at lowering triglycerides, a type of fat in your blood that can contribute to heart disease if levels are too high. Think of triglycerides as tiny, sticky particles in your bloodstream. The fewer you have, the more smoothly your blood can flow. At the same time, omega-3s can give a modest boost to our HDL cholesterol, which is often called the good cholesterol. Another major benefit is their effect on blood pressure. The omega-3s in fatty fish can help your blood vessels relax and widen, which makes it easier for your heart to pump blood throughout your body. This is like switching from a narrow garden hose to a wider one. The water flows with less pressure. For older adults who often see a natural increase in blood pressure with age, this can be a very powerful, natural way to help manage it. So how much should you be eating? Health experts often recommend eating fatty fish at least twice a week, with each serving being about 3 to 4 ounces. A serving of this size is roughly the size of a deck of playing cards, a comparison that makes it easy to visualize on your plate. A single 4-ounce serving of salmon can provide over 2,000 milligrams of omega-3s, which is well above the daily minimum recommendation for heart health. To put this into a different perspective, getting that same amount of omega-3 from a plant source like flaxseed oil would require you to consume about 1.5 tablespoons. While also healthy, the omega-3s from fish are more readily used by your body. Incorporating fatty fish into your diet can be simple and delicious. You can bake a fillet of salmon with a little bit of lemon and dill for a quick and elegant dinner. You can also use canned salmon or sardines to make a healthy salad for lunch, similar to how you would make a tuna salad. Flaking cooked salmon into pasta dishes or onto a green salad is another easy way to get your weekly dose. A small note of caution is in order. Some larger fish can contain higher levels of mercury, so it's good to choose smaller fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and herring more often. If you are on blood-thinning medication, it's always a good idea to speak with your doctor before significantly increasing your intake of omega-3s, as they can have a mild blood-thinning effect as well. Moving on to our second superfood, we have something that might already be in your pantry. We are talking about humble and hard-working oats. Oats are a true champion for heart health, primarily because of a special type of soluble fiber they contain called beta-glucan. This isn't just any fiber, it has unique properties that work wonders for your heart. When you eat oats, the beta-glucan forms a thick gel in your digestive tract. This gel acts like a sponge, soaking up cholesterol and cholesterol-related substances in your gut. This prevents that cholesterol from being absorbed into your bloodstream, effectively escorting it out of your body. It specifically targets LDL cholesterol, often called the bad cholesterol, which is the type that builds up in your arteries. Studies have shown that consuming just 3 grams of beta-glucan per day can lower total and LDL cholesterol by about 5 to 10%. To get those 3 grams, you only need to eat about 1.5 cups of cooked oatmeal. That is the amount that would fit in a typical soup bowl, making it a very achievable goal for your breakfast. To get the same amount of soluble fiber from another food, you would have to eat nearly 5 apples, skin and all. The benefits of oats do not stop with cholesterol. The soluble fiber in them also helps to stabilize blood sugar levels, which is incredibly important for heart health. By slowing down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, oats prevent the sharp spikes and crashes in blood sugar that can damage blood vessels over time. This is especially beneficial for individuals managing diabetes or pre-diabetes, conditions that significantly increase heart disease risk. Furthermore, oats can help with blood pressure management. While the effect is more modest than that of fatty fish, a diet rich in whole grains like oats is consistently linked to lower blood pressure readings. This is likely due to their combination of fiber, magnesium, and other important nutrients that help the circulatory system function smoothly. Every little bit helps when it comes to keeping your blood pressure in a healthy range. Oats are also very filling, which can help with weight management. Maintaining a healthy weight is one of the most important things you can do for your heart, as it reduces the strain on your entire cardiovascular system. Starting your day with a bowl of oatmeal can keep you feeling full and satisfied for hours, reducing the temptation to reach for less healthy snacks later on. This simple habit can have a big impact on your overall calorie intake. How can you easily add more oats to your life? A warm bowl of oatmeal in the morning is the classic choice, and you can make it even more heart-healthy by topping it with berries and a sprinkle of nuts. But you don't have to limit oats to breakfast. You can use rolled oats instead of breadcrumbs in meatloaf or meatballs, which adds moisture and fiber. You can also grind oats into a flour in your blender and use it to replace some of the regular flour in your baking recipes for muffins or pancakes. There are even savory oatmeal recipes where you can cook oats with broth and top them with vegetables and a soft-boiled egg for a hearty lunch or dinner. When buying oats, it is best to choose steel-cut or rolled oats over the instant varieties. The less processed versions take a bit longer to cook, but they have a lower glycemic index, meaning they are even better for blood sugar control. Instant oatmeal packets often contain a lot of added sugar and sodium, which can counteract some of the heart-healthy benefits. So, a little extra cooking time is well worth the effort for your heart. Our third superfood adds a splash of beautiful color to your plate. We are talking about berries, including blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries. These small fruits are packed with an incredible amount of nutritional power, especially when it comes to protecting your heart. Their vibrant colors are a clue to their secret weapon: antioxidants and compounds called flavonoids. One specific type of flavonoid, called anthocyanin, is responsible for the red, blue, and purple hues of many berries. This compound is a superstar for your blood vessels. Anthocyanins have been shown to help decrease blood pressure and make blood vessels more flexible and elastic. As we age, our arteries tend to stiffen, so anything that helps them stay pliable is a huge advantage for heart health. Think of your arteries like rubber bands. When they are new, they are flexible and stretchy. Over time, they can become dry and brittle, but the compounds in berries help keep them more like those new flexible bands. Berries are also fantastic for managing cholesterol. The soluble fiber and antioxidants they contain work together to reduce the bad LDL cholesterol and prevent it from oxidizing. Oxidized LDL is particularly dangerous because it's the type that sticks to the artery walls and forms plaque. So berries not only lower the amount of bad cholesterol, but also make it less harmful. Furthermore, these powerful little fruits are great at fighting inflammation throughout the body. The same chronic inflammation we talked about with fatty fish is a major enemy of your heart. The antioxidants in berries help to neutralize unstable molecules called free radicals that cause this inflammatory damage. Eating berries regularly is like giving your body its own internal cleaning crew to sweep away these damaging particles. The amount to aim for is quite enjoyable. Studies suggest that having about 3 or more servings of berries per week is linked to significant heart health benefits. A single serving is about 1 cup of fresh berries, or about the amount that would fit into a small cereal bowl. This makes it a delicious and easy target to hit each week. Imagine getting the same antioxidant power from another source. You might need to eat several servings of other fruits or vegetables to match what a single cup of blueberries can offer. Incorporating berries into your diet is a treat. You can add a handful to your morning oatmeal or yogurt, which we already know is a heart-healthy choice. They are also a wonderful addition to a fresh green salad, providing a burst of sweetness to balance out the flavors. Blending a cup of mixed frozen berries into a smoothie with some milk or yogurt is another quick and refreshing way to enjoy them. For a simple dessert, You can just have a bowl of fresh berries on their own. Their natural sweetness is often enough to satisfy a craving without needing to resort to sugary processed sweets. When buying berries, fresh is wonderful when they are in season. However, frozen berries are just as nutritious because they are typically frozen at the peak of their ripeness, locking in all the vitamins and antioxidants. This means you can enjoy the heart protective benefits of berries all year round, even in the middle of winter. Just be sure to choose plain frozen berries without any added sugar or syrups. Our fourth superfood is a staple in any healthy diet, but its importance for heart health after 60 cannot be overstated. We are talking about leafy green vegetables like spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and collard greens. These greens are nutritional powerhouses, but they have a specific benefit for your heart that is truly remarkable. They are one of the best dietary sources of nitrates. Now, when you hear the word nitrates, you might think of preservatives in processed meats, but the nitrates found naturally in vegetables are very different. When you eat these greens, your body converts these nitrates into a molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a potent vasodilator, which means it helps to widen and relax your blood vessels. This, in turn, helps to lower your blood pressure, a critical factor in preventing heart disease. This effect is so significant that consuming just 1 to 2 servings of nitrate-rich leafy greens per day can lead to a measurable improvement in blood pressure. It's like a natural prescription for a healthier circulatory system. Leafy greens are also loaded with potassium, another essential mineral for blood pressure control. Potassium works by helping your body get rid of excess sodium, a major contributor to high blood pressure. A single cup of cooked spinach contains over 800 milligrams of potassium. To put that into perspective, that is almost double the amount of potassium found in one medium-sized banana, which is the fruit most famous for this nutrient. Beyond nitrates and potassium, these vegetables are an excellent source of vitamin K. This vitamin plays a crucial role in blood clotting, but it also helps to protect your arteries. Vitamin K helps to prevent calcium from being deposited in the artery walls. When calcium builds up in the arteries, it contributes to their hardening and stiffening, a condition known as calcification, so vitamin K helps keep them flexible. And of course, leafy greens are full of fiber and antioxidants, just like many of the other foods on our list. This combination helps to lower cholesterol, reduce inflammation, and protect your cells from damage. The goal should be to include at least 1 serving of leafy greens in your diet every single day. A serving is about 1 cup of cooked greens or 2 cups of raw greens, like in a salad. This is very easy to achieve. You can start your day by adding a handful of spinach to your scrambled eggs or smoothie. For lunch, you can have a large salad as your base, using a mix of different greens for a variety of nutrients. At dinner, you can lightly sauté some kale or Swiss chard with a little bit of garlic and olive oil as a simple side dish. You can also wilt greens into soups, stews, and pasta sauces right at the end of cooking. They will cook down significantly, so you can pack a lot of nutrition into your meal without adding a lot of volume. A small tip for getting the most out of your greens is to eat them with a little bit of healthy fat, like olive oil or avocado. Some of the vitamins in leafy greens, like vitamin K, are fat-soluble, which means your body needs some fat to absorb them properly. If you are taking a blood-thinning medication like warfarin, it is very important to talk to your doctor about your vitamin K intake. Vitamin K can interfere with how these medications work, so your doctor will want you to keep your intake consistent from day to day. Our 5th category of superfoods is small but mighty. We are talking about nuts and seeds, with a special emphasis on walnuts, almonds, flax seeds, and chia seeds. These are wonderful sources of healthy fats, fiber, and plant-based protein, all of which are beneficial for your heart. Let's start with walnuts. Walnuts are unique among nuts because they are particularly high in a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid called alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA. While not as potent as the omega-3s from fish, ALA is still very effective at reducing inflammation and protecting against heart disease. Just a small handful of walnuts, about 7 whole nuts, provides over 2.5 grams of ALA. This single serving meets your entire daily need for this essential fatty acid. To get a similar amount of ALA, you would need to eat several tablespoons of canola oil. Almonds are another great choice. They are packed with monounsaturated fats, the same heart-healthy fats found in olive oil, which help to lower bad LDL cholesterol and raise good HDL cholesterol. Almonds are also rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps prevent the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, making it less likely to clog your arteries. A small handful, about 23 almonds, is a perfect portion size for a snack. Now let's talk about seeds, specifically flax seeds and chia seeds. These tiny seeds are two of the best plant sources of both omega-3 fats and fiber. Flax seeds are loaded with a type of fiber called lignans, which have antioxidant properties and can help lower blood pressure and cholesterol. To get the benefits, it's best to use ground flax seeds, as your body cannot break down the whole seeds to access the nutrients inside. You can sprinkle a tablespoon or two of ground flaxseed over your oatmeal, yogurt or salads. A single tablespoon of ground flaxseed contains nearly 2 grams of fiber and a significant dose of ALA. Chia seeds are similar in their benefits. They are also incredibly high in soluble fiber, which, like the fiber in oats, forms a gel in your stomach. This gel helps lower cholesterol, stabilize blood sugar, and keep you feeling full. When you mix chia seeds with liquid, they swell up and create a pudding-like texture, which makes for a healthy and satisfying dessert or breakfast. Just 1 ounce of chia seeds, which is about 2 tablespoons, contains an impressive 10 grams of fiber. That is almost a third of the recommended daily intake of fiber for many adults, all in one small serving. The general recommendation for nuts and seeds is to have about a small handful, or about 1 ounce most days of the week. This small amount is enough to provide significant heart benefits without adding too many calories to your diet. It's important to choose raw or dry roasted and unsalted varieties. Many packaged nuts are roasted in unhealthy oils and loaded with salt, which can negate their heart-healthy properties. Besides snacking on them, you can chop nuts and add them to your salads for a satisfying crunch. You can also add them to your morning cereal or use them as a topping for baked fish or chicken. A small word of caution: nuts and seeds are calorie-dense. While they are very healthy, it is important to be mindful of portion sizes, especially if you are managing your weight. Using a small handful as your guide is a great way to enjoy their benefits without overdoing it. They are a wonderful replacement for less healthy snacks like chips or crackers. Our 6th superfood is an entire family of foods that are both affordable and incredibly nutritious. We are talking about legumes, which include beans, lentils, chickpeas, and peas. Legumes are a cornerstone of many of the world's healthiest diets, and their benefits for heart health are truly impressive. First and foremost, legumes are an outstanding source of dietary fiber, especially soluble fiber. Just like with oats, this soluble fiber is a champion at lowering LDL cholesterol. A single cup of cooked black beans contains a massive 15 grams of fiber. That is more than half of the recommended daily intake for women over 50 and about half for men over 50. To get that same 15 grams of fiber from a whole grain bread, you would need to eat about 7 or 8 slices. This shows just how concentrated the fiber is in legumes. This high fiber content also means that legumes are very good for blood sugar control. They are digested slowly, leading to a very gradual rise in blood sugar instead of a sharp spike. This makes them an excellent food for preventing and managing diabetes, which is a major risk factor for heart disease. By keeping your blood sugar stable, you are protecting your blood vessels from long-term damage. Legumes are also a fantastic source of plant-based protein, replacing some of the animal protein in your diet, especially from red and processed meats. With plant protein from legumes can have a significant positive impact on your heart. Diets high in red meat are often linked to higher cholesterol and an increased risk of heart disease. Legumes provide high-quality protein without the saturated fat and cholesterol found in many animal products. Furthermore, legumes are rich in important minerals like potassium, magnesium, and folate. We've already discussed how potassium helps lower blood pressure by balancing sodium levels. Magnesium is another mineral that helps regulate blood pressure and also helps maintain a steady heart rhythm. Folate, one of the B vitamins, helps to break down an amino acid called homocysteine. High levels of homocysteine in the blood can damage the lining of the arteries and increase the risk of blood clots. Eating folate-rich foods like lentils and chickpeas helps to keep your homocysteine levels in a safe range. Aiming to include legumes in your meals 3 to 4 times a week is a great goal. A serving is typically about 1 cup of cooked beans or lentils. If you're not used to eating a lot of fiber, it is a good idea to increase your intake gradually to allow your digestive system to adjust. Drinking plenty of water will also help the fiber do its job effectively. There are countless ways to enjoy legumes. You can add a can of rinsed chickpeas or kidney beans to your salads or pasta dishes. You can make a hearty lentil soup or a black bean chili for a comforting and nutritious meal. Hummus, which is made from chickpeas, is a delicious and healthy dip for vegetables or whole grain crackers. You can even mash beans and use them as a base for veggie burgers or as a filling for tacos and burritos. They are incredibly versatile and can be adapted to almost any type of cuisine. When using canned beans, it is always a good idea to choose the low sodium or no salt added versions. Rinsing them thoroughly under water before using them can also remove a significant amount of the added salt. If you have the time, cooking dried beans from scratch is even better, as it gives you complete control over the sodium content. It's also very cost-effective. Our 7th superfood is a creamy, delicious fruit that is often mistaken for a vegetable. We are talking about the amazing avocado. Avocados have gained a lot of popularity in recent years, and their reputation as a health food is well-deserved, especially for your heart. The primary benefit of avocados comes from their fat content. Unlike the fats in many other creamy foods, the fat in avocados is predominantly monounsaturated fat. This is the same type of heart-healthy fat found in olive oil and almonds. Monounsaturated fats are fantastic for your cholesterol profile. They help to lower the bad LDL cholesterol while simultaneously raising the good HDL cholesterol. This remodeling of your cholesterol is one of the most effective ways to reduce your risk of plaque buildup in the arteries. So enjoying avocado is a delicious way to do your heart a huge favor. Avocados are also loaded with potassium. In fact, they are even richer in potassium than bananas. A single medium-sized avocado can contain over 700 milligrams of potassium. This is significantly more than the roughly 420 milligrams found in a medium banana. As we have discussed, potassium is crucial for managing blood pressure because it helps your body excrete excess sodium. For older adults who are often more sensitive to the blood pressure-raising effects of salt, a high potassium diet is key. Another important nutrient in avocados is fiber. A medium avocado has about 10 grams of fiber, a mix of both soluble and insoluble types. This fiber contributes to lower cholesterol, better blood sugar control, and a feeling of fullness that can help with weight management. It's a triple win for your heart and overall health. Avocados also contain a variety of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. These include carotenoids, which give the flesh its greenish-yellow color, and vitamins C and E. These compounds work together to protect your cells, including the cells lining your arteries, from the damaging effects of free radicals and inflammation. A healthy arterial lining is smooth and flexible, allowing blood to flow freely. A good serving size for an avocado is about 1/4 to 1/2 of a medium fruit per day. This provides a good dose of healthy fats and nutrients, without being excessive in calories. Since avocados are high in fat, and therefore calories, it is important to enjoy them in moderation as part of a balanced diet. 1/2 of a medium avocado has about 160 calories. There are many simple ways to add avocado to your meals. You can slice it and add it to your salads or sandwiches. You can mash it onto whole grain toast with a sprinkle of salt and pepper for a quick and satisfying breakfast or lunch. It also makes a great creamy base for smoothies. You can also use mashed avocado as a substitute for less healthy fats like mayonnaise in chicken or tuna salad. This adds creaminess and a wealth of nutrients at the same time. Guacamole, the classic avocado dip, is a wonderful choice as long as you are mindful of what you eat with it. Pairing it with fresh vegetables like bell pepper strips or cucumber slices is a much healthier option than salty tortilla chips. When choosing an avocado, you want one that yields to gentle pressure but is not mushy. If you buy hard avocados, you can leave them on your kitchen counter for a few days, and they will ripen perfectly. Our 8th superfood is one that might come as a pleasant surprise. We are talking about dark chocolate. Yes, you read that correctly. A certain type of chocolate can actually be good for your heart, but there are some very important details to understand. The heart-healthy benefits of dark chocolate come from its high concentration of flavonoid antioxidants, specifically a type called flavonols. These are the same category of compounds found in berries and green tea. The flavonols in cocoa have been shown to have several positive effects on the cardiovascular system. One of the most significant is their ability to improve the function of the endothelium, which is the inner lining of your blood vessels. They do this by stimulating the production of nitric oxide, the same molecule we talked about with leafy greens. This helps to relax the arteries, improve blood flow and lower blood pressure. Imagine your arteries being more flexible and responsive. This is what the flavonols in dark chocolate can help achieve. This effect can be particularly helpful for older adults, as arteries naturally tend to stiffen with age. These compounds also have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. They help to protect LDL cholesterol from oxidative damage, which is a key step in the formation of artery-clogging plaque. By reducing both inflammation and oxidation, the flavonols in dark chocolate provide a dual-pronged defense for your arteries. Some studies have even linked regular, moderate consumption of dark chocolate to a lower risk of heart attack and stroke. Now here comes the crucial part. Not all chocolate is created equal. The benefits are found in the cocoa solids, not in the sugar and milk that are added to most chocolate bars. To get the heart-healthy benefits, you need to choose dark chocolate with a high cocoa content, specifically 70% or higher. The higher the cocoa percentage, the more flavonols it contains, and the less sugar it will have. Milk chocolate has very few flavonols and a lot of sugar and fat. White chocolate contains no cocoa solids at all and offers no heart benefits. The recommended amount is small and should be treated as a sensible indulgence. A small square of high-quality dark chocolate, about 1 ounce a few times a week, is a reasonable amount. This 1 ounce serving is about the size of a standard book of matches. This small portion is enough to provide the beneficial flavonols without overloading your diet with extra calories, fat and sugar. Even dark chocolate contains calories, so it's important to factor it into your overall daily calorie budget. It should be a replacement for other treats, not an addition to them. You can enjoy a small piece of dark chocolate as a satisfying dessert after a meal. You can also melt it and drizzle it over fresh berries for a truly heart-healthy and decadent treat. Unsweetened cocoa powder, which is essentially 100% cocoa, is another excellent way to get these benefits. You can add a tablespoon to your smoothie, oatmeal, or a cup of warm milk for a healthy hot chocolate. Just be sure not to add a lot of sugar. When you are buying dark chocolate, always check the label. Look for a high cocoa percentage and make sure that sugar is not one of the first ingredients listed. Think of it as a small, powerful supplement that also happens to be delicious. It's a treat you can feel good about in moderation. Our 9th superfood has been used for centuries in both cooking and medicine. We are talking about the pungent and powerful garlic. This small but mighty member of the onion family has a range of properties that are incredibly beneficial for your heart, especially as you get older. The main active compound in garlic responsible for most of its health benefits is called allicin. Allicin is released when a garlic clove is crushed, chopped, or chewed. One of the most well-studied benefits of allicin is its ability to help lower blood pressure. It works in a way similar to some blood pressure medications by helping to relax and widen the blood vessels. The effect is modest but significant, especially when consumed consistently over time. For someone looking for natural ways to support healthy blood pressure, adding garlic to their daily diet is a simple and effective strategy. Garlic also has a positive impact on cholesterol levels. Numerous studies have shown that regular garlic consumption can help lower total and LDL cholesterol. It appears to work by reducing the liver's production of cholesterol. While it may not replace the need for cholesterol-lowering medication in those who require it, it can certainly be a valuable part of a heart-healthy diet plan. Another important benefit of garlic is its ability to prevent the formation of blood clots. Allicin has antiplatelet properties, which means it helps to make the platelets in your blood less sticky. Sticky platelets can clump together and form clots that can block blood flow to the heart or brain, causing a heart attack or stroke. Garlic's natural blood thinning effect can help keep your blood flowing smoothly. Because of this property, It is very important to speak with your doctor. If you are already taking blood-thinning medication, your doctor will want to know about your garlic intake to ensure there are no unwanted interactions. Garlic is also a powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant agent. It helps to fight the chronic inflammation and oxidative stress that can damage your artery walls over time. By protecting the health of your arteries, garlic helps to slow down the process of atherosclerosis, or the hardening of the arteries. This is a fundamental part of maintaining a healthy cardiovascular system throughout your life. So how much garlic do you need to get these benefits? Research suggests that about 1 to 2 cloves of fresh garlic per day is an effective amount. 1 clove of garlic is typically about the size of the tip of your thumb. This is a very easy amount to incorporate into your daily cooking. To get the most allicin, it's best to chop or crush the garlic and let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes before you cook with it. This allows the enzyme reaction that creates allicin to take place. Cooking garlic immediately after chopping it can destroy some of this beneficial compound. So a little bit of patience after you prep your garlic can pay off in health benefits. Adding garlic to your food is incredibly easy. It forms the flavor base for countless savory dishes, from soups and stews to stir-fries and pasta sauces. You can roast whole heads of garlic until they are soft and sweet, then spread the cloves on whole grain bread. You can also infuse olive oil with garlic to use in salad dressings or for sautéing vegetables. If you don't like the taste of garlic, or if it gives you digestive upset, garlic supplements are available. However, it's always best to get your nutrients from whole foods whenever possible. If you do consider a supplement, be sure to talk to your healthcare provider first. They can help you choose a quality product and the right dosage for your needs. Our 10th and final superfood is a beverage that has been cherished for its health properties for thousands of years. We are talking about green tea. Green tea is more than just a soothing, warm drink. It's a potent brew for your heart health. The magic of green tea lies in its high concentration of powerful antioxidants called catechins. The most abundant and powerful of these is epigallocatechin gallate, or EGCG. These catechins work in several ways to protect your cardiovascular system. First, they are excellent at improving the health of the endothelium, the delicate lining of your blood vessels. Just like the flavonols in dark chocolate, the catechins in green tea help your blood vessels to relax and dilate, which improves blood flow and can help lower blood pressure. A flexible, healthy endothelium is a cornerstone of a youthful heart. Green tea has also been shown to have a positive effect on cholesterol levels. It can help to lower total and LDL cholesterol, the bad kind that contributes to plaque buildup. Furthermore, its powerful antioxidant properties help to prevent that LDL cholesterol from becoming oxidized. This is a crucial step, as oxidized LDL is the truly damaging form that sticks to your artery walls. So green tea not only reduces the amount of bad cholesterol, but also protects it from turning into a more dangerous substance. This is a significant benefit for maintaining clear arteries. The catechins in green tea are also potent anti-inflammatory agents. They help to quell the low-grade chronic inflammation that is a root cause of so many age-related diseases, including heart disease. By drinking green tea, you are providing your body with a steady stream of compounds that fight this internal fire. This helps to protect all your cells and tissues, including those of your heart and blood vessels. Some research even suggests that regular green tea drinkers have a lower risk of developing heart disease and stroke. The cumulative effect of these benefits over time can be very protective. To reap the rewards, aim for about 2 to 3 cups of green tea per day. 1 cup is about 8 ounces, or the size of a standard coffee mug. When brewing your green tea, try not to use boiling water, as it can make the tea taste bitter and may destroy some of the delicate catechins. Water that has come just to a simmer is ideal. Let the tea steep for about 3 to 5 minutes to allow for the maximum release of its beneficial compounds. You can enjoy it hot or let it cool and drink it iced. It is best to drink your green tea plain, without adding sugar or a lot of milk. A squeeze of lemon can be a nice addition, as the vitamin C in the lemon may even enhance your body's ability to absorb the catechins. Be mindful that green tea does contain caffeine, although typically less than coffee. A cup of green tea has about 25 to 50 milligrams of caffeine, compared to 100 milligrams or more in a cup of coffee. If you are sensitive to caffeine, you may want to enjoy your green tea earlier in the day to avoid any disruption to your sleep. Decaffeinated green tea is also an option, although the decaffeination process can remove some of the beneficial catechins. So there you have it, 10 incredible superfoods that can make a real difference to your heart health after the age of 60. Making small, consistent changes to include more of these foods in your diet can be one of the most powerful things you do for your long-term well-being. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you found this information helpful and easy to understand. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content about living a healthy and active